Hey, I'm Thomas. You just became a king or queen, either through incredibly well thought through violence or sheer luck. In any case, the hard part is over. Now comes the hard part. Now hear me out. I will not tell you how to be a good monarch. I will, however, tell you how to remain a tyrannical figure in your sad, but hopefully long, experience. Ready? Number 1, keep moving. This is literally and figuratively. The stereotype of kings and queens sometimes being in terrible health, whether it's because of the stage the field of medicine is in at those times, but also falling prey to the incredible amount of stress and anxiety that this position of power generates is often true. So, literally, move. Make the peasants hate you just because you live longer, but figuratively, there is a balance of power you have to move around. Medieval kings often didn't have the stereotypical throne room. I mean, they did, but the smart ones didn't really use them since they moved around. They systematically, throughout their lifetime, traveled their kingdom to get to know the troubles and reign their lands directly. Which is a bit funny since every peasant now not only needed to have enough produce to live off and pay tax, but they also had to have enough food stashed away for when the freaking king barges in like, hello! They did this mainly because it would decrease the amount of advisors and ministers and members of the council and other stupid nonsense that only makes you split your power with them. Don't give them any power. None. What is this democracy nonsense? You're a king/queen, and you will stay that way. You might not be as efficient and effective without someone that, maybe knows a thing or two about leading an army or effectively collecting tax. But now that you are in charge of that, you don't have to share your power. Number 2, spoil your army. Unless you convince your court and the people that you're literally a god and you hold all the power, your power needs to rest on the shoulders of the army. The dynamic in the medieval times was a person swears allegiance to you and protects your kingdom with his life. You reward their loyalty with a gift of land. It could potentially be anything of value like a horse or a 2016 Toyota Prius, but you technically own all the land anyway, so just give them some. They have now become a part of the upper mobility from peasantry. While they are closer to you on the scale of hierarchy, they are a part of your army and they already swore allegiance to you, so be good. But remember, don't give them all of your power. You are king/queen and you shall remain. Having lieutenants is crucial. You need those to hold your power, defend the kingdom, or maybe invade your heathen, god-hating idiot neighbors. The threat is hidden in their power to secretly arm themselves against you. You have to allow them some liberties and rights so they don't feel the need to forcefully transition you into a state of death at the nearest occasion they get. Spoil them, love them, buy them that Toyota Prius. Also, remove them if they show the slightest intention of revolting. They might be holding the army, but you're the king, god damn it! Also, speaking of heathens, number 3. God is your friend. Also figuratively and literally, if you're into that, clergy is an inevitable social class that will infest your kingdom. But this bug is here to stay. At least for now. The connection between monarchs and religion could be traced all the way back into ancient Egypt. The pharaoh was also a priest, which was also a god, technically. Problem solved. Now, if you're from this mess of peninsulas called Europe, you can't be a god, sadly, since this guy took the position before you. Can't fight them, join them. While some monarchs straight up let themselves be proclaimed saints, some didn't even practice the religion of the people. But why would you ignore something that has so much power? Oh no, you don't just ignore them. Finance their monasteries. Let them proclaim you as a king. Let them organize your wedding like some kinky wedding parlor. Let them tax the people for absolutely no other reason than that they can. Some monarchs even believed in the power their prayers played in their wars. They could provide education, peace of mind to the people, and of course, money. In this universe, the Pope even had the power to call other Christian kingdoms into ganging up on those that didn't practice it. They could excommunicate members, so basically call them a stinker, and everyone would just point their fingers at them and laugh. They must be your friend, unless you've got something better. Number 4, have an heir. In other words, sexy time is another not-so-secret part that plays a role in your well-being as a monarch. If you do not have a direct heir, it could potentially be anyone else from your family, like your cousin, brother/sister/ I don't know, a horse-in-law. That's if there isn't any different settled agreement, like it being your dog. I guess. You're the king, you decide. Now, if you just freshly put your precious butt on the throne, the bets are still not off. The other rascals that see you not having an heir see this as an opportunity to cause the brilliant tactic of confusion and unalive you while grabbing the throne. It's not as easy as that since you still have the other parts of your family, but them seeing the heir complicates things further. Why bother removing you from this realm of existence if there's just another goofo that could just take your place immediately? They would have to orchestrate this ridiculously difficult plan of acquiring the army and seizing the attention of the nobility while guaranteeing. Hey, pay attention. There's literally hundreds of thousands of people that don't care that your son of the name Friedrich Bratwurst Varschlapen Lanaries the 11th of Count Lower Upper Brandenburg was just born. They want lesser taxes and hot chalky milk with a blanket. They want your head. Now you can stay safe if you listen to this next and last advice. Number 5, make friends. Not only there were cases where other monarchs would just barge into your kingdom to calm down your pesky peasants, diplomacy is crucial for your survival. Life is a literal battle royale game. Why wouldn't you shake hands with a neighboring kingdom that could eat you up in an instant? You could gang up on the people the Pope points his finger at. You could trade resources, educate the people, memes, defend one another from a threat coming on horses, wielding bows. A bromance as beautiful as this is within arm's reach. Take advantage of that. Now, you might also be tempted to tie relations on a level of dynasty as well, like forcefully marrying your kin with that ugly cousin on their side. Seems like a good idea at first, right? Who in the right mind would invade their family member? What do you think this is, huh? Nepotism in your kingdom? You're the king. Now, you just created a family line of people that could potentially claim the right on your throne. You would think that this wouldn't concern you since, you would die later anyway, but your next heir to the throne is smelling revolt season, since you just added an extra enemy into his list, her list, just with a little asterisk behind it saying family. Super secret tip number 6. Since you're of royal status now, you can technically do anything. Like anything. So why, of all places, would you go on an open car ride in Sarajevo? Of all places, Sarajevo? Really?